Hello, my friends. Welcome to God Focus this morning. The title of today's episode is Which Jesus? There is the Jesus of the Bible, the real Jesus, and then there are many perceptions of him. In other words, many false Jesuses. The world has an idea of who Jesus is, which has been distorted by man's philosophies. One of the biggest lies is Jesus loved everyone, so we have to embrace their sin so they do not feel rejected by the church. After all, Jesus ate with sinners, they would say. It is true he did eat with sinners, but to influence them and to change their future, not to embrace sin and wallow in it with them. Remember, Jesus was without sin. Do you follow the Jesus that religion tells you is Jesus? The man that is pictured on a cross with a small trickle of blood running down his forehead with neat little marks on his hands and feet and one small little cut on his side? They have made the crucifixion almost bearable. It has been prettied up so as to not offend anyone. But my Bible says that he was beaten beyond recognition. He was covered with stripes on his back with a whip that ripped his flesh open. They plucked out his beard. The cruelty he suffered is far beyond anything that we could comprehend. And he did it all for me. And he did it all for you. Some churches will not even preach about crucifixion. They say it's too bloody. Yet these same people will go to the movies and watch a serial killer for 2 hours carve up people with an unrealistic amount of blood. 1 Corinthians 1:18. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved it is the power of God. People need to hear the truth of the crucifixion. They need to know what a price was paid for their sin. We cannot sugarcoat it or water it down. We cannot make light of it. Anything less than the full truth is not showing people the real Jesus. Some have reduced Jesus to a statue on a cross that they pray to every day. But my Jesus is not a statue. He is a true and living God. He is not on a cross. He rose again and is alive forevermore. Would people today recognize Jesus if he walked up to them? Would they be looking for someone completely different? The Pharisees were supposedly looking for the Messiah, but they didn't know him when he was standing right in front of them. Are we so different? One of the biggest problems the church has for redeeming the lost is the perception of Christians. A large portion of the lost were raised in church and have suffered church hurt. Proverbs 18:19. A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city, and their contentions are like the bars of a castle. They have seen Christ through the lens of imperfect people that have not been following the teaching of the Bible. These people that hurt them were following their own version of Jesus, but not the real Jesus. A self-righteous, legalistic Jesus, a judgmental Jesus, which was definitely not the real Jesus. The Bible warns that the spirit of the Antichrist is in the world. This spirit controls a lot of churches and religious bodies. This spirit controls a lot of political people and their narratives. But this Jesus is not the true Jesus. He is a fiction of man's ideas and doctrines. So how do we find the true Jesus? Matthew 7:7-8. Ask and it shall be given you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asketh receiveth. He that seeketh findeth. And to him that knocketh it shall be open. The only way to find the real Jesus is by getting to know his character. Seek him. Ask to know him. He will not withhold himself from us. He desires a relationship with us. He will reveal his true heart and character to us if we desire a relationship with him. In the pages of the Gospels and the entire Bible, we can find the real Jesus. 1 John 3:1-3. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not. Beloved, now are we the sons of God, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that, when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. And every man that hath this hope in him purifieth himself, even as he is pure. When Jesus returns, it will all be made clear. We will understand everything because we will be changed in a moment and a twinkling of an eye. We will know the half that has never been told. The word says we shall see him as he is, and we who have this hope will purify ourselves. In other words, we need to be like the real Jesus. If you read the story of the children of Israel, they are the perfect example of church people. They accept the blessings of God but wanted to return to bondage. They didn't really know God. They experienced many, many miracles but still did not know him. We need to be set apart from the Jesuses of this world. Stop believing in an incomplete Jesus. Really get to know him, the real Jesus. He is waiting in the pages of the Bible. He is waiting to meet us on our knees in prayer. He is with us in the form of his Spirit. We just have to learn to listen to the guidance of the Holy Ghost. John 10:27 says, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." In order for us to know the real Jesus, our shepherd, we need to communicate with him. If we seek him, we will find him. But we cannot settle for any false Jesus. He is waiting for us to get to know him. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be bold, be brave, and keep your God focus. Like, share, and subscribe for more encouragement. Have a good day.